I'm getting prepped.
That is creepy-ass looking, dude. We have a mystery guest joining us in just a moment. I'll explain how this all works in a second, but we have to take a look at traffic. So let's fire up Marissa and see what you got going on. Marissa, what's going on this morning?
All right, Ben Franklin Bridge westbound is slowing from the midspan to 5th Street. 76 eastbound from the Boulevard out to the Vine. Westbound from the Boulevard out to Gladwin. 95 southbound, there's that construction between the Betsy Ross Bridge and Allegheny. It's jammed back to Cottman. And then Route 1 northbound from Perry Street to Olden Avenue, and more construction and some jam up there. The traffic report is brought to you by the International Hot Rod Association. International Hot Rod Association and Duran Hybrid, where the roar of the engine meets the torque of the wrench, building champions on the track and in the trades. Get your tickets at ihra.com. And that's your traffic on 93.3 WMMR.
Thank you, Marissa. All right, I put my blindfold on as well.
All right.
I'm keeping my hands on the mixing console so I know where the buttons are to start, and I'll mess something up here to start some music. So, all right, Mr. Guest, we have not done this in a while.
No.
There are three of us who do not know who the next guest will be that's coming into our studio. We will be asking this guest one at a time, yes or no questions. If we get a yes answer from our yes or no question, we can ask another question.
Right.
And eventually you can take a guess. You can only guess when it is your turn. If you guess correctly, then hey, you win. And then we take off our blindfolds, and then we'll spend some time with this guest. We have a way for you to potentially win something for this. From this, we have tickets to the case I have in my
Wildwood Tattoo Beach Bash, which is going to be from August 8th through the 10th at the Wildwood Convention Center.
It is a massive tattoo convention.
So here's how you do this. You text a name, either Preston, Steve, or Nick, or no. Is it nobody or no one?
Nobody.
Nobody. And if you are correct in your guess, then from that pool of people that correctly guess, we will grab a winner and you'll get to go to the convention this weekend. You can only enter one name. If you try to enter another one, it will not work. So just think of it. It's going to be me, Steve, Nick, or nobody.
And it is a timed event.
Yeah, we have 5 minutes.
Start the music here.
I've got it. I think I got it.
I just did it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hang on. All right. All right. Okay. So who wants to go first? Should
Preston,
I start?
you go first.
Go ahead.
On your mark, get set, go.
Okay. Are you a musician?
No.
Okay. Then Steve, it's your turn.
Would we know you as an actor?
Yes.
Ooh.
Would we know you primarily for current films?
Maybe not.
All right.
So we'll take that as a no. All right. Nick, your turn.
Would we know you mostly from television roles?
Both.
So, I'll give that a yes.
Yes.
Okay. Are you on a television show right now that's airing, on a streaming service or on a network?
Yes.
Is it a streaming service?
Yes.
Is that streaming service Netflix?
Yes.
Are you? Is that Netflix show a comedy?
Yeah. Action comedy, I guess.
Action comedy. Oh man. Is this the current? Is this the first season of this show on Netflix?
Second.
Oh, so
That's a no. Okay.
Okay. Are you over 50 years old?
Yes.
Do you have gray hair?
A little.
So that's a yes, right?
Yeah.
Are you married to someone famous that we would know?
No.
Okay. Steve.
Current show, Netflix, partially gray hair, action comedy, you said?
Yeah.
All right, so keep going with that.
3.5 minutes left.
Oh, God. Boy. Okay, I'm in a conundrum here. Would we know, are you the main star of said series?
No.
All right.
Are you originally from the Philadelphia area?
No.
Do you have any children that act?
Yes.
Would we know them from a Netflix show?
No.
Okay.
Would we, okay. Would we know you from, well, no. All right, I'm going to pass.
Oh. All right. Man, I'm starting to struggle.
Yeah. And And I'm kind
Are
of.
you from the New York area originally?
No.
Son of a bitch.
Would we know you from? No, hang on. That's a bad question.
How do lawyers do it?
Hang on a second. I'll get something out here. Do you use a gun on this show?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
So that's a no.
That's a no. Steve?
All right. Would we know you? You say you've done television and film. Would we know you? This is a dumb question, but I'll ask it anyway. Would we know you from a movie that was released within the last 5 years? A theatrical movie.
Yep.
You say yes?
No, he's guessing.
I have been. There has been, but they're independent films. You may not see anything.
God almighty, the tone of the voice sounds familiar.
1.5.
Okay. Did you play, was this the movie that you were last in, the theatrical movie, was it as well as sort of action comedy?
Yep.
God almighty, if I could get you to keep talking, but I can't because I'm hearing something that's sounding familiar. Are you hearing it too, Preston?
Yep, I know who it is.
Oh,
Okay.
Yep.
Go ahead.
I can't. It's not my turn.
I'm going to pass.
Wow, yeah, you're. I'm starting to recognize your voice too, but I have not figured it out yet. So,
1 minute.
have you ever been in a movie that's won Best Picture Academy Award?
No.
All right, my turn?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's Tom Arnold.
Yeah!
Dude, it's good to see you.
Nice to see you too. My son screwed you guys up because he said I had gray hair. I had it dyed again yesterday. He's trying to hold me to the fire. I guess I would have a little gray hair.
Tom, we've had you in before in the studio.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
a great guest. You're always
Thank
one of
you.
our
Yeah.
favorites.
Preston, how did you get it?
The tone,
Tom's
right?
voice is
Yeah.
a little bit. I heard a little bit of the nasal come
Yeah.
in there, and I'm like, and it just. I thought of the line, it's called ice and it's a little slick. And I heard that for some reason
Yeah.
from True Lies.
Yeah, that was annoying. My voice.
Your voice?
I don't like my voice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my voice or my face.
Well, you get
I don't like watching it.
you get quoted a lot.
I do.
From True Lies,
Yep.
and now there is rumor, and let me just jump right in because we have you. We're very excited. Love so much of your stuff. Is there in fact a True Lies sequel? Not just in the talking stage,
Yep.
but has some traction.
Well, we had a script, and we were about to start 2001, and the last scene of the movie was Arnold and I in a submarine that comes up on the water, that's able to come up and drive out of and we came up at the base of the Twin Towers, and then that horrible thing happened.
Right.
And Jim Cameron's like, I can't make terrorism funny right now.
Right.
We'll revisit it. But then he started doing the avatars, all that other cool stuff.
And he supposedly, the word is that, and obviously you have a friendship with him, but
Yeah.
the word is that's really, the Avatar series is the only thing that's keeping him making movies, because once that wraps up, he's going to get involved with the tech and the production and more of the...
I think he's simultaneously involved in that while he's making these avatars. It's a pretty difficult situation. So who knows?
So I just was handed this because we didn't know Tom was going to be here. Casey did, but he's performing at Soul Joel's tonight and tomorrow. And the name of your comedy tour is My Crazy Ex-Wife Tour.
Yes.
Tickets are available at souljoels.com, by the way, if you want to get those. Well, that's too bad about True Lies, because if there ever was a movie that was clearly wide open for a sequel, with the way the movie ends, and with Elijah Dushku, the character, the daughter growing up, and that would lead a whole nother chapter for it. So, but that's Hollywood. It's rife with stories of.
I'm happy that we did the one.
Yeah.
You know, people tell me that I've been in 150 movies, 4 good ones, I say.
You've had
people like
more.
that. But people like that. And they say if they walk into a room, it's True Lies is playing, they'll stay and watch till the end, which I do with Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
No matter where I am, airport, somebody's house, wherever it is in the movie, I'll stop and watch the rest and hope that Andy Dufresne gets out of there. Because when you're older, you're not. You think you know how it ends, right? And it's so satisfying when he does.
Yeah, it's my
Again.
It's my favorite movie of all time. When we were doing Yes or No with you, Tom, I asked about what TV show you're on currently, and you said it's a Netflix streaming show, and it's FUBAR.
Yeah.
We didn't get that far in Yes or No. Also with Arnold. How'd you get involved in that show, and what's that been like?
Well, it is a little like True Lies, FUBAR.
Yep.
It's him and the daughter. I got involved because Arnold's doing a show, and it's like True Lies, and I have to be in it a little bit. And, but that's how. Arnold and I have stayed in touch the whole time. We have a bunch of charity shit that we do together. Give out 10,000 gifts every Christmas. South Central LA, raise all this money for after-school programs around the country and whatever, just stuff for us to do together. And we get on stage, and our characters are very much like True Lies characters. There was no acting there. That's kind of how we are. So
you're sort of an effortless raconteur. You tell stories great. You always have stuff in your. And the thing is that you're an open book, which we love. And I love the fact that you have, reading about you recently in interviews. I mean, you came up through stand up.
Yep. Oh yeah.
And it always seems to happen. It's hard to do an active movie career, and when you're making that push to service that thing, but. You've rediscovered it again. If not rediscovered it, you've been re-energized by stand-up. Is that correct?
Well, that's true. And the fact is, I need the money. I have, I'm a single dad. My son over there is 12. My daughter's 9. I have 4 ex-wives. And you can have 3 ex-wives and still kind of go, women, women, buddy. But if you have 4 ex-wives, you go, oh my God, it's me. It is me. I haven't had a date in 8 years. My son will back me up with that. So I'm pacing myself. But I started as a stand-up. That was my dream. Growing up in Iowa, Tum, Iowa. Man, I thought if I could, I worked in a meatpacking plant on the kill floor for 3 years to save money because I was like, if I get to the University of Iowa, man, they got a stage up there. I will be famous in 2 weeks. That's just not how it goes. But that was my plan. So the real reason, I also was raised by a single father. And the only time we ever heard our dad laugh was when there was a Bob Hope special on. Bob Hope was a comedian. Go around and entertain the troops. And he always brought beautiful women and did double entendre jokes that my dad loved. And so first thing I did in Hollywood almost was a Bob Hope special. So my dad back in Ottumwa, Iowa, same living room, same TV that he used to watch Bob Hope when I was this tall, now sees his son standing next to Bob Hope on the TV. So that's kind of magical. Wow, yeah. And then once I did that, I had no more goals. So.
You want to know something funny? Years ago, it was one thing I wanted to do. Bob Hope, he used to tour towards the end of his life, and he was playing the Westbury Music Fair in New York and the Valley Forge. He had to go do those theater in the rounds. His cue cards were the size of billboards. It didn't matter. Didn't matter, though. You were seeing friggin' Bob Hope. It was amazing.
I'm about a week away from needing those cue cards. No, but it was so I started as a stand-up, dream job. Started a little bit in Iowa City. I had 50 friends who would come to the shows in Iowa City, 50.
Right.
We would drink Everclear Punch, which is Everclear and powdered Gatorade. They'd watch me. I'd open the show for real comedians coming down from Minneapolis, Chicago. As soon as I got off stage, everybody would leave with me to go partying. And one night, the next month, the owner of the club in Minneapolis said, if you get your friends to stay for the real comedians, we'll give you a job in Minneapolis at the comedy club.
Was your original inclination to be more of a writer, or was it always to be on the stage?
Originally, it was to be on stage.
Okay.
But through that, I learned how to write. I started writing, jokes for Roseanne and different things. And then when I officially moved to Los Angeles in January of 1988, I had a job as a writer.
Were you writing on Roseanne when Norm was writing? Norm Macdonald?
I hired him.
You hired Norm?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I love Norm. But I also let him out of his contract because he had a contract with us, and he got his dream job, a dream offer to SNL, the Weekend Update. And the other producer's like, we're not letting him out. And I'm like, he's out. Everybody gets out for their dream job. He's been great. We love him. He's a great guy, but he's getting out of his contract.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
Yeah, so whatever job, as I was a comedian, then I was a writer. That's a good paid job. And then second year of the Roseanne show, the other writer's like, you should be on the show because people know you're dating.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, what do I do? Let's, then I started being an actor.
And it's funny because you were self-deprecating about your movies, but I'm sure there are movies that you are like, no. A movie that I happen to really enjoy because it's just such like a circus is Soul Plane.
Yeah.
It was on the other night, and I watched it from beginning to end, and it is just such a wild. I mean, you have Kevin Hart at the beginning of all these people. Any takeaways, any memories? Because you had so many people from Snoop to everything.
Yeah, there was no fake pot being smoked. Usually have fake pot. And we filmed in this 747 shell of an airplane in Burbank. It was a lot of fun, and it's funny because Bob Hope died while we were filming that.
Really?
Yeah, and he had a procession heading to Toluca Lake or whatever, his funeral, and we all went outside, me, Snoop, Meth Man, everybody, and stood on the side of the road, and those guys poured one out for Bob Hope as he's driving by. And I'm like, that is so sweet. That is so freaking sweet.
Yes.
I hope Bob saw that.
Yeah. Well, maybe. But he, I saw Monique beat up Kevin Hart. That was fun. But I think we all had a very good time doing that.
And so, and a young Sofia Vergara.
Very, her first job.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
Wanted to ask Tom, I didn't know you were from Ottumwa, Iowa.
Yeah.
And the only reason I know of Ottumwa, Iowa was because of Radar O'Reilly on MASH.
Not a real person.
No, not a real person at all. Gary Berghoff, but that's all you ever heard. Were you growing up when that show was on, when MASH was on? Were you still living there?
Yes, probably would have started for sure. We had also a Miss Universe and a Miss America from my hometown.
Wow.
Which was amazing.
Okay.
Anything that has where Ottumwa comes up, is a big thing. But
it's got to be a big deal that you're from there for the people.
It is a very big deal. Yeah,
that's cool.
And they're very big. They're part of it.
Yeah.
I was saving money for college. I got fired from the meatpacking plant. And because that was pretty good. That was the best job in our town. So my grandpa had worked there 50 years. I just wanted to work there enough to get my money for college. I got fired because I started going to community college during the day, and then I'd work in the smokehouse at Hormel all night. And one night I said to my buddies, I'm calling in sick. There's a party. We have to have a college experience, man. There's a party, calling in sick. So we go to this community college party, and it gets over at about 8:15. Community college average age is like 61 years old. It's not. It's not the University of Iowa. So, but really bummed, and we're heading back to the dorm. I'm like, guys, I know what we're going to do. Something super collegey. We're going to go streaking. And so we went, me and Mike and Mo, we're still buddies to this day. We take off our clothes, put our shorts on our heads, run into our diner downtown, Mr. Quick's, jump up on the table, start yelling, and there's no one there. I swear to God. And our buddy who works in the kitchen won't even come out to humor us. It was so depressing. So we get back in the car, and everybody's sad. I go, wait a minute, I know where there are people. Jefferson Square Manor, the old folks home. Not the old people. We're not perverts, but the nurses will think this is hilarious. And as usual, they did not. And the police had surrounded our car by the time we came out of there. And we jump in the back seat, me and Mike Moe, three big fat guys, naked guys rubbing asses, trying to get our shorts on, and we are surrounded. So I said, guys, we're busted. I'm going to step out of here and put on my shorts like a human being. As soon as I step out, this cop, Jonesy, because all the cops are down, handcuffs me behind my back. I'm like, okay, dude, you got to let these handcuffs. I got to get a little blood flowing. Everybody I've ever met is trying by. Come on, buddy, let me. This is bad. But I got fired for Hormel. Because if you're arrested for public nudity in a small town, it will be in a paper, and your boss at Hormel will go, shoot. So then I really needed to scramble to get some money and the people. I ended up walking 21 miles in my underwear from Albany, Iowa to Ottumwa, Iowa. From here to there in underwear, I called it. Middle of winter. And people in Southeast Iowa all over donated money. My buddy's dad had a car dealership. They did all the advertising, just like NASCAR, and all these big fans, and they really came through for me. People,
wow,
your life is full of stuff, that is just amazing. And I was reading about you. You had apparently were working like when you were in like a young teenager. We were working on a farm.
Yeah,
and a
lot of farms.
They wouldn't get you in off the fields, and they would just crop dust over you.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, and I hear this a lot because People are trying to send the farm workers back to wherever.
Yeah.
It is devastating our business.
Yeah.
It's devastating the farm business in California. There has to be a better way. So when we were 12, you go down the church parking lot and get on a school bus with drifters, adults, and they'll drive you 20 miles away from your house.
And you said you're 12 at this time.
Yeah, and your parents are like, that's fine. You know, I'm the oldest of 7, so I assume they're like, we got more.
Yeah.
They put you out in the middle of a cornfield. You're 12, your boss is 14, a 14-year-old boy.
Yeah.
The worst human being in the world. And you get in the fields, and then the crop dusters, you hear them coming. They didn't pull us out. Our hair was wet from the pesticides. Just did, you know. And then one time we got fired 20 miles from home because I got into a fight with my 14-year-old freaking boss. Fired us. And so we all had to hitchhike 20 miles back to our house. And I got fired before lunch, our crew did. And I didn't want my dad to see that I hadn't eaten lunch because I thought he'd be very upset. So as soon as I got home, I called the owner of McCurdy Seed. That's the big company. And I said, I was working hard. I got fired. I want to come back. And he said, no one's ever asked me to come back to work here. You come back tomorrow. So I didn't even have to tell my dad.
Oh, that's wild.
Man, oh, man. If you're just tuning in, it's Tom Arnold. He was our mystery guest. He's going to be at Soul Joel's tonight and tomorrow. I wanted to ask you because I see you've got a series called Alaska Car.
I did that.
You already did that?
Yeah, I shot that.
Okay, and is that, where's that living? As far as streaming
they're selling it to whomever.
Okay.
Danny DeVito's daughter, Lucy, she's so good. It's good. You got to do a bunch of stuff. Because the money thing, I do a lot of small movies now that are sci-fi and horror. Because
you love that you're a big fan, are you not?
Well, I am, but the point is, horror fans are huge. Sci-fi fans. You go to the Comic-Con, you have the lady next to me last time had been in the original Exorcist, 17 seconds. Original, and she had a line around the block.
Wow.
I'm like, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that. I want to get stuff because that's, kind of an annuity. You go to they sign all your pictures. So less than a year ago, I got an offer for this movie called Drag Pyres. It's vampires that are drag queens.
Oh, my God.
So I'm like, let me look at that thing. Will they pay me in advance?
Oh, in advance.
Fly me down. Can we keep it to a day or two?
Yeah.
And so my agent's like, you got to look at how you die. And I go, and I die because I get into a fight with one, and she pulls my penis off.
Oh,
and
my God.
So I said, if it's going to be my real penis, I want more money. Joe, thinking my agent had a sense of humor. So I landed out there. I go meet the director. I said, can I see the penis? Because they have prosthetic, which I thought I will sign the hell out of these at the Comic-Cons. Because people bring ice cube trays because of True Lies.
Yeah,
because it's True Lies. Yeah.
The guy's like, oh, your boss said your agent said you didn't want to do it. Here's your throat that gets pulled out. I go, get the penis. I am doing the penis. That's why I'm here. So did the penis.
That's
wow.
great. Because those fan fests are huge.
Huge.
You see,
people are so loyal. These, I've done a couple movies. I'm grateful to have done them where I'm playing the mayor of Las Vegas and aliens are coming or whatever. And there's a crowd scene. Everybody in the crowd scene has a line. And I could tell that they weren't all actors.
Yeah.
So I started talking. They said, well, we paid money. We fly all over North America to be in these movies. We finance it. We love it. It's kind of what we do. And I thought that was very cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
You're in a movie called, I'm just looking at your IMDb, Tom, and there's a movie called Ape versus Mecha Ape, and it came out in 2023. and I'm just curious, it sounds similar to the vampire movie that you were talking about. Like, it's a paycheck, obviously.
Yeah.
But, when you sign up for something like that, how much commitment do you have? Like, how long are you shooting a movie like that?
Well, I think I shot one day there.
Okay.
Now, here's the problem. It was by my house. They have one of these studios with a courtroom, a jail, an airplane, a spaceship. All you just go room to room. And so, I said I'll work 12 hours one day. They pay in advance, cash. And what happens is I get there in the morning, they hand me 50 pages of dialogue.
Whoa.
And I'm like, because their goal is to have me in the movie at various until the end. And so I said, I don't have any of this memorized. Zero. I haven't even read the script. So you're going to have to help me along. We'll pick what's most important. I'll hide cards all over where I am. And then at a certain point, I go, when his time starts running out, I go to the director, you got to kill me now. I was like, God damn it. We were hoping to have, I go, no, this is it. All right, rearrange everything, kill him.
Let me ask you, because I've heard about this, and some actors talk about using it, and like it's their salvation, and what they call an earworm, where you're actually fed lines through an earpiece.
Oh, I've done that before. My hearing is not great.
Yeah.
So I'm like, huh? I had a sports show, Best Night Sports Show period.
Yeah.
We came out here a lot, obviously sports, this freaking area. And the producer would talk in my ear, and I never really had that happen. And he'd talk, we were interviewing Jerry Jones of the Cowboys, and he's like, do not mention his facelift. And that's all I can talk about. I'm like, what? Jerry, I understand you had a facelift. Like, for real. But yeah. Some people are good with the voices, air traffic controller types.
Right.
But
it's just, I think it would be
distracting. We have broken it down to that.
Yeah.
The cue cards right here, this, that. What I like to do is shoot all my stuff in a row. I'll shoot 3 in a row. Hi, I thought you're coming over here. Hi, I thought you're coming over here. And then when I'm satisfied with it, we go to the next line.
Right.
So you got to kind of take over.
I love that. I love that whole concept. I mean, by the way, the classic Brando constantly had actors wearing cue cards on their chest.
Yeah,
so it was part of the deal.
Yeah. I also did a movie. It has something to do with an airplane because I think it's called Airplane 2025.
Yeah.
But it's not like the original airplane. But it was one long day on an airplane shell, and at the end of the day, there's a younger woman sitting next to me, chit chat, everything. I realized she's my daughter in the movie. I had no idea till the last shot. I go, wait a minute, are you my daughter? Yeah, I'm getting married. You're taking my boy. Oh, okay, it's all coming together now.
Do you know your character's name in that movie?
No, what was it?
Senator Rufus.
Yeah. Yeah, they did a thing at the end because we did run out of time where they didn't have time to run up and get my change of clothes, that place. So, the director's like, will you put on my clothes? I'm like, no. But they shot me as if I'm in the wedding scene. I'm not in the wedding scene.
Okay.
But whatever they want to do, I don't give a damn.
But you play a senator.
Yes. I play
a mayor, a senator? You're
mayor.
Yeah.
I'm senator. My daughter's getting married.
I wanted to...
There were some very cute women.
Yeah.
Because they're very fun. They're really hard working. They're young actors.
Any potential number 5s or no?
No. I mean, it's always, who knows? Jim Cameron has 5 wives. Yeah. And after my 4th divorce, he called and said, are you okay? I go, yeah, I'm not doing that again because people would make fun of me. And he goes, F people. You write the end of your own story, Tom.
There you go.
So, but he's, Susie Amos is great. They have took a little while.
Wow.
He's great.
Yeah.
Well, listen, Tom, we appreciate
Thank you, boys.
Having some fun with us this morning. It was very nice of you to let us play the mystery guest. But Tom's going to be at Soul Joel's. You can get your tickets at souljoels.com. There's a show tonight and tomorrow night, 7 p.m. each evening. So make sure you get your tickets.
And listen, the guy that picked me up, Joel, he needs to clean his freaking car out. Is he a college student? He's got letters in the back seat. You don't have a wife, do you? You paid my son to clean your car when we got here.
It's great to see you, Tom.
Thank you, boys.
Tom Arnold, guys. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back. Stay with us. DJ Miller coming up next.